What's going on, guys? My name is Ben and welcome back to another video. If you watched my last video where I announced that I had sold my Z4 35IS, if you had waited to the end of the video, you will remember that I mentioned that I took a car in part X as part of the deal for that car. That car is this. This is a 2003 Mini Cooper S. This car from factory has around 170 horsepower, I believe. This particular one has been tuned ever so slightly to around 200 brake. It has also had a res delete, if I recall, and also a custom exhaust built. So it sounds very good and it matches the general kind of feel of the car. This car absolutely screams, and when you combine the sound of the supercharger and the exhaust, it does make for quite a racing car feel that I absolutely love. This car, being 16 years old, is in outstanding condition really. The bodywork is mint. It's only done 63,000 miles with only 2 owners from new, which in 16 years is quite impressive really. Now that I've got the car, I'm not entirely sure what to do with it, if I'm honest. I didn't expect to love it this much. I've never owned a car really that I have just gone for a drive in and just had this much fun doing it. Hooning it around some country lanes, this car handles like it's on tracks. It is honestly like a go-kart. It's quite nippy as well, surprisingly, jumping from a 35IS to this. And yeah, you can just devour corners like nothing else. It puts a massive grin on my face, and I honestly didn't expect to love it this much. I do love the interior. It is incredibly basic, and it's just like stepping into a time capsule. When you step in here, it's just 2003. You've got this big central dial in the middle, which does your speed, your fuel, and your is that coolant oil? Coolant temperature rather. That's quite cool. It does, however, get me in trouble with the missus quite a lot because it is in the middle and she can see how fast I'm going, and then all I can see is this simple rev counter, and I've got a digital speedo here, aftermarket stereo, all the buttons for the windows and stuff, very classical Mini, are in the middle, which I'm actually quite a big fan of. There's surprisingly a lot of room in here. The boot is tiny, but I'm used to that. I've had 2 Z4s. I'm not sure entirely what to do with this car. I do love it. I didn't expect to love it this much. I'm not sure if I should sell it. I don't know, then that's some more money towards my house, or just kind of keep it as a very cheap runaround and also do some subtle mods to it. So the things I would do to this car, let's say hypothetically speaking, I am to keep this car. The first thing I would do is dechrome it. So wrap the surrounds around the front lights, the trims, the back lights, all bits like that. I would also then remove the Union Jack roof. It looks quite cool. It's quite a classic British Mini vibe. However, I would also change that for gloss black. Then match the mirror caps also in gloss black. Long term, if I am planning on keeping the car, I would probably toy with the idea of giving it a full colour change with a wrap, like I did with my E85 Z4. I'm toying with the idea of keeping the car, blacking it out, and just giving it a different colour. Colours I'm toying with, maybe like a bright yellow. I was going to do that on my first Z4 that I owned, however I did go for the Olympic blue. So I'm thinking bright yellow would look quite good with all the black details. Or maybe it's quite a challenging colour, but maybe like a chrome teal. I think that would look rather cool on the Mini. However, chrome is very expensive and very hard to do, so I'm not quite sure yet. The future of the Mini is quite uncertain. From my very limited time of Mini ownership, what I have found is that the Mini community and other Mini owners are very friendly. It is like having a big family, essentially. There is a mini event in August, which if I have the car that long, I do intend on going to, just to see what it's like really. I've been to Z4 shows. Why not now go to a mini show as a mini owner? This is quite surreal. As a kid growing up, my mum did have two minis of this generation. She had a red one, a convertible, and a yellow one with black racing stripes. So inside it is very familiar to me. It's quite a throwback, and it is quite, as I say, surreal. To demonstrate how well this car handles and how truly it sticks to the road like it's on rails, just watch how quickly I can go around these corners. I'll shut up for a minute so you can also hear the exhaust. I honestly can't believe how well this little car just went around those corners. Absolutely mind-blowing. And the annoying thing is, I was hesitant, and there was a couple of parts where I was braking. However, there's no need. I just need to have more faith in the car because it can go around those corners faster. It is absolutely phenomenal fun, this. I absolutely love it. But anyway, that's a wrap from me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts, and try and help me make a decision on what to do with the car in the comments below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can find out what happens to this car. I'm also going to make more videos with it, and also I have the rebuild of the Fiesta ST project still going on, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.